Welcome back, pickleball lovers. It is Lauren McLaughlin along with Dominic Catalano and Dave Fleming.
Hello.
Your always tried and true crew here in the commentating booth for the APP Tour. Hopefully you have been joining us all day long as we've been streaming pro singles today, men's and women's. Had some unbelievably fantastic matches per usual. And this is just our second stop of the 2021 APP Tour here in Delray Beach, Florida. Big shout out to all of our sponsors. Of course, North Point Bank is our title sponsor here at the Delray Beach Pickleball Open. Our presenting sponsors, Head Pickleball and Papago Sports. Big shout out to them. We are just about to kick off our pro women's singles gold medal match. It will be followed by our men's gold medal match. So share this stream. Let everybody know we are back up and running for our two remaining finals of the day. Tomorrow we have the day off on Friday. Just some amateur events going on here at the Delray Beach Tennis Center. And we will be back for gender doubles all day Saturday and mixed doubles all day Sunday. Don't go anywhere. We've been streaming 2 consecutive courts. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. We've had a lot of our fantastic senior pro singles going on our grandstand court, which is one of our 3 courts here in the stadium at the Delray Beach Tennis Center, which we have transformed from 1 tennis court to 3 amazing pickleball courts. But we are going to get going here any moment. We have Simone Jargin and Catherine Parento, a rematch of earlier that Catherine ended up on top of. So we're playing for all the marbles here. We have seen both of these ladies in quite a few gold medal matches. I expect that will perhaps become the trend at any tournament that they're both at, but it is awesome seeing them. What can we expect, guys?
Well, you're going to get Simone is going to come out, I think, pretty strong here. She's coming off the most recent match. Catherine has been sitting for a little while, so that's going to be one thing to watch early on. But as you know, the number 1 player in the world came out with a loss here. She's going to come out swinging, as they say. Friends or no friends, between the lines, it's a different story. And so
There's no friends in pickleball.
I expect Simone to come out strong and try and take charge here right off the bat. What do you think, Dave?
No, I agree with that. And, you know, Catherine comes into this match with a ton of confidence. Played great. It was an interesting match, the first match. At the time, one particular side was better than the other. That has sort of flipped around later this afternoon. But Catherine won a tight first game and then was down 6-0 in the second game. And you and I both talked to her, and it's like, hey, just start playing. Just hit the ball, see what happens. And next thing you know, she gets to 10-8 and then missed a serve at 10-8, but kept pressing, kept going forward. It was 10-all, and she was able to get the win in 2 straight games. So she comes in here with a lot of confidence. I think, as you just said, you know, she knows she's going to have to play probably even better in this match to get out the door here, but is incredibly capable. Has put up a series of results this year already that would reinforce that, and that 2-handed backhand was wicked in the first match, and I'm certain it will be here again.
Of course. Go ahead.
And one of the most graceful players on the tour.
Absolutely.
We love watching her play, and we love watching Simone play. It's going to be awesome.
It is absolutely going to be. Hopefully our Canadian friends, we love having you guys join us and watching. I'm sure you'll be cheering on Catherine Parento, who hails from Montreal area of Canada. Quebec, in the province of Quebec. She now resides, however, in the Naples, Florida area, where she works with Simone Jargin. We are into the action here, though.
Did you see
Quite
the
a little
angle?
start.
I mean, that ball almost clipped the net on the other side.
Hi, I'm Simone, and I'm ready.
Who was
Wow.
that? Who was that? All right, guys, this is game 1. A reminder, this is a 2 out of 3 match. However, Simone Jargin is coming out of the consolation bracket. So if Simone does come out on top of this 2 out of 3 portion of the gold medal match, we will play a tiebreaker brand new match to 15 because double elimination.
The Dink Pickleball says Simone rocking the headband. She's not messing around. No, after she lost her visor in the wind twice earlier, she went straight headband.
That one just went about 3 different directions.
I think that threw Simone off because Catherine mishit it. So it threw her off a little bit. Wow.
Great effort on both sides there. Got some good cheering from the crowd in response as well. 1-0 here in game 1 of our gold medal match as we get started.
That's heartbreaking after playing such a good point before. And just, again, the physicality of that point was in Catherine's advantage, and now Simone has had a chance to regroup, didn't have to play a point right after that. So we saw on the first volley that Catherine hit, she hit deep, and she said, I got to hit down on that one. And now she just overcorrected it just a little bit. I think she'd take that volley again anytime. I like what she wanted to do, just overcorrected the down and caught the tape.
1-1. Catherine Parento ripping that two-handed backhand. Sends it a little long. I love that Catherine jumped the kitchen on that, even though don't think she needed to. I think it's kind of just a reflection or a reactionary thing for players to be like, oh no, the kitchen.
Good practice.
Yeah, it's great practice.
Good practice. Just makes it look so easy.
And she thought she might have overcorrected her return. She just gave that hesitant step we all do when we think we either put it in the net or wide, and was pretty pleased it was an inch inside. And then, again, gorgeous drop.
Great job by Parento keeping Jargine back.
Oh, wow.
Wee.
Just clipped the tape, and then Jargine was able to get up there and adjust the paddle head based on that clip in the net and found the line. Brilliant shot.
Four 2 here in game 1 of our women's gold medal match, pro singles. On our second streaming court, grandstand court we're calling it, we have our gold medal senior pro men's singles match. It has been a barn burner over there.
Didn't want it to be quite as close
No.
as that was,
No.
but caught the line.
Simone may have been holding her breath on that
Yeah.
one.
The wind is blowing the opposite way, so that certainly helped keep it in.
I mean, it's going to be tough to see.
It's
I
the
mean,
shot
watch-
before that, though, that
Right.
she is on balance when it looks like she's extended and able to flick that backhand. If you're on balance, you can hit anything, but the work she puts in to be able to be on balance there is just remarkable, and then to hit a shot that good. That's why she's #1 in the world.
And be hard-pressed to find someone who hits a ball better on the run, too,
Yep.
than Simone.
Six two. Simone Georgine making a bit of a run here.
Oh, no. Oh, just missed.
Little tennis. We're at a tennis center. A little topspin two-handed backhand lob. I love it.
Into the wind.
Yes,
so
it's
she's
a
trying
great
to
shot.
use that wind and knock it down and just missed it.
I love everything about that point by Catherine. Big serve, big aggressive next ball. Had Simone in deep trouble. Just missed the execution of the drop.
A little paddle toss here from Catherine Parento.
What does a paddle toss usually mean, Dom?
Frustration.
Yep. Frustration and a timeout.
Yeah, and on a ball that she knows she should have controlled there, she tried to be too perfect with it and hits it about 2 feet out on the baseline. And before that ball even bounced, she was turning around, tossing the paddle, and calling the timeout.
And I think, people ask, what differentiates the top of the game from the others. And it's just the pressure. She's hit average volleys, and she ends up getting past with them. So you got to hit a really deep penetrating backhand volley, and that's betrayed her a little bit in this first game so far. A few errors on that. I think it's got to be frustrating to know that while Simone is obviously playing well, that you've let her off the hook on 3 of those where you were in control of the point. You had the 2 backhand volleys and then that drop volley on the point right before that. So she just got to settle in. This is a very calm player, so that was a great timeout to sort of wash that away.
7-2 as we come back from that timeout.
There it is. That's the ball out of the air that she has to get and force that. If she lets that bounce and lets Catherine get set up, Catherine can get back to that ball if she lets that bounce. She doesn't, and that's just perfect.
Revving on all cylinders. You may have heard a car in the background, but that was actually Simone's feet
Revving.
going after that shot.
Of course, as a reminder, Simone's coming out of the consolation bracket, so even if she takes this first part of the gold medal match in 2 and/or 3 games, Catherine has that match to 15 in her back pocket to take advantage of, so it's a whole new ball game for that.
With the way Simone's playing, she may have to bust out that game to 15 card.
Yeah.
If Catherine doesn't change something right now from what Simone's doing. That's the hard part, too, about a double elimination. You beat Simone the first time, well, you try and beat her again.
And, if you want to break down the difference in this match so far, there's been 4 opportunities for drop balls. Simone's executed her 2 perfectly. Catherine has not. There's, it's a myriad of things, obviously, but just that is the difference in how precise they are right this second.
Yeah, it's the confidence that Simone's swinging with right now is unparalleled.
All right, a decisive win there in game 1 for Simone Jardim. We're going to take a very quick break, guys. We'll be right back for game 2.
Practice makes perfect, right? My name is Morgan Evans, and I have to tell you that practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes progress. That's why we've created Coach Me Pickleball. At Coach Me Pickleball, you'll find an extensive and growing library of lessons on topics covering every aspect of pickleball for every level of player. For one small monthly fee, you'll get access to every video in our library, with new content added every month. Check out CoachMePickleball.com to sign up for a free 7-day membership.
Welcome back, everyone, to our women's pro singles gold medal match. We have Catherine Parenteau in the black on the far side now. We have changed ends for game 2. Simone Jardim on the near side. Somebody, of course, asked who was the player helping coach Catherine in between matches. That is Athena Trujillo.
Just when you think Simone's going to flip that down the sideline, she goes cross-court perfection on you.
Yeah, you've seen the top of the game, Ben, in the men's matches, and Simone, if you go hard angle but it's not low enough, they're going to just take your angle and bust it back against you, and that was brilliantly played there.
I love the lob drive.
Yes.
Get your opponent off balance on their back foot. They hit a weak overhead back, and then all of a sudden you're driving at them, and they're just like shocked. Catherine handled it very well, though.
Thank you so much. If you're just joining us, go ahead, Dave.
No, it's just
you had something important
yeah.
to say,
I mean,
know.
it's beautiful use of angles and opening the court in singles, and you do that by putting a point together. She brings Catherine out wide, brings her deep, then takes a short angle and has half the court open for an easy volley. It's happening this whole match.
Ooh-wee.
You know, I think a lot of people talk about, well, why should I lob? The best player in the world is using the lob, both offensively and defensively in this match. Add that to your repertoire, folks. It's a big factor.
So in our men's senior pro gold medal match, Merch Morero is up 13-7
over Rick Witskin in our tiebreaker match to 15. Oh, it has been a barn.
Sorry,
a
guys.
barn
You
burner
can't
over
see
there.
what we were seeing, but Merch almost hit a very nice winner.
It's on our second streamed court if anyone wants to go check out the ending of that match.
Again, just beautiful dropping the ball, anticipating where the next ball is going to come, and just she's waiting for it. Before Catherine had even gotten close to the ball, Simone already knew how that point was going to end.
Oh,
Wow, that was unbelievable.
Great get on the run here from Catherine.
Yeah, now you got to build off that. All that, and you didn't get a point.
1-4, Catherine Parenteau serving.
Yep.
Good leave.
I think she's got to be the aggressor, except that there's going to be some misses. You know, the wind is a little less than it earlier, but as you saw there, it still takes it.
And we have a winner.
Merchimero.
Is our gold medal winner and
that was not
senior
right.
pro
That's so
men's singles. Silver medal goes to Rick Witzkin. Congratulations to them both. Oh,
wow,
catches that back. Oh, my goodness.
Great job
Gracious.
by Simone.
Of course, we are in our pro women's singles gold medal match here. We will be followed by our men's gold medal match after this.
Goes Simone's legs in the background again.
Mm-hmm.
That's too good cross-court angle there from Catherine Parenteau.
And if you catch the wind right with that ball coming there,
Yeah.
it'll keep tugging that top spin away. Because I think Simone thought I'm there, and then the wind just kept shifting that. If you find the right part of the wind stream, it can definitely be your ally.
Yeah, I mean, she's dotting sidelines here.
Three 3-5 here in game 2.
Another one where the ball wasn't where Simone expected it to land with the wind, and apparently just was on her way in that general direction, so just took a timeout on the way to the corner. Settle in, not let Catherine get the confidence. We saw she was down big in the second game. Obviously had won the first game last time, but got down big and came roaring back to win. Just shut that down and see if she can come back, because that was odd right there. I think maybe a little gust right in the middle. You don't ever see her on a ball that she's not in trouble not play a clean shot. You know, we all miss, but that was unexpected there. So, you know, go hydrate. Just throwing back the jigsaw right there and get after the next point. Obviously has 11-2 in the first game to ride on.
Absolutely. Of course, if you're just joining us, Simone Jargin is coming out of our consolation bracket. So if she does take this game 2 and win the 2 out of 3 portion of our gold medal match, we will play a tie-breaking match to 15. Back into it, 4-5, Parenteau serving.
Here comes Catherine to take this out of the air, but awesome anticipation by Simone. And then Catherine's ready on the forehand side and goes right behind her. So beautifully played.
Again, just a little gusting, and that's just pulling that just a little too much.
Yep.
Unfortunately there for Simone. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, my goodness.
I believe she did, Dom.
Wow.
Wee,
There's
she sure did.
no way she gets that ball, and yes, she does.
Wow,
It was behind her.
That was.
And she wraps it back cross court. That's awesome.
She didn't just get it. She hit a winner.
Yeah.
Clean. She all right.
She all right.
Not bad, not bad.
Not in English.
No.
That was definitely in French, and I don't understand it.
Un peu wide. Just means a little.
course, next up is our men's gold medal match. That's going to be a rematch as well between Ben Johns and Zane Navertil. So don't go anywhere. You will not want to miss that action.
Enough of this one-handed volley stuff. I'm putting the left hand on there and give me that ball. I'm ready to go.
Dave
sick of
Fleming-esque.
this. Yes, let's go. Put 2 hands on there and freaking crank it.
Let's get after it.
The ball seemed to skip
Unfortunate.
as soon as it
Yeah.
hit the ground, so Catherine a little behind it.
And she has the wind in her face, so you know all it takes is the right little gust at that height, and you're not ready. Yeah, there's the one-handed backhand volley has betrayed her so far. Can definitely get it back, but I think she's been moving a little bit too. I need to see that again, but just be set, hit a nice. You know, we talk about hitting a volley out front.
Timeout. Another paddle drop from Catherine.
She just hasn't these first 2 games. It's certainly like we've seen a lot when we have a rematch from a previous, you know, Catherine Parenthood was confident on top of it. Just, you know, she got after it, and she won in 2 games against Simone earlier.
Sure did.
Very just came out, played her game. She was on fire, all that good stuff. And this is a different, this is a different matchup that we're seeing.
And
for sure.
the score, Catherine versus Simone the first time was 11-2. Catherine won that first game. This time, Simone turns it around and wins 11-2. So Simone just on right now. And again, that's what happens when you're the #1 player in the world. You can take a loss, but 1 loss doesn't eliminate you. It takes 2.
It does.
Like my boy Rob Basin,
I was ready.
DJ Easy
I
Rock.
was ready. I was ready for that. I was like, it's
It
sitting out there.
takes 2.
How many?
It takes 2, baby. It
gonna
takes
let
Oh, that's a
2,
different. That's a
That's a
different
different- no,
one.
that's a different
That's
it
a
takes
different.
two.
It takes
And
2.
you
That's a different 2.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. That was not what you guys were talking about?
No,
I
but
apologize.
but a good drop in. It's the same lyrics for the most part.
All right. Back
A
in
little-
game 2 here. Simone keeping Catherine deep with those.
Good leave. Had a little baseline rally there for a little bit.
Yeah, and then again, Catherine, when Simone's been the first one to the net on a shorter ground stroke, she's winning just a vast majority of those points. That's just ran around the backhand and uncorked a ball down the line on a return that almost hit the baseline. This is high
Match
level.
point here for the beginning portion of our gold medal match. Of course, we will not be done if Simone indeed wins this portion of the match.
Oh,
And she does.
This will be the quickest paddle tap ever.
yeah.
So a congrats to Simone. Georgine winning the first portion of our gold medal match here. We'll take a couple-minute break, and then we'll be coming back with our tie-breaking brand new match to 15. They'll switch at 8. We're going to take a very quick sponsor break, everyone, and we'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
It takes 2.
All right, we're playing a little music, rocking a little music in here, so we don't want to necessarily get any copyright infractions, which is why we're being a little quiet over here, guys. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with our tiebreaker game to 15. Don't go anywhere.
Playing 8 days a week, playing tournaments all over the place. On June 8th of this year, I had a heart attack. I knew that I wanted to get well as fast as I could. I was talking to a friend of mine. He sent me a sample pack of the stack. Now, even post-heart attack, I love being able to compete with the kids. The Jigsaw products, I think, are what are allowing me to do that. Anybody that wants to have hydration and endurance, they should be taking these products.
Home financing doesn't have to be puzzling. Whether you're looking to purchase a home or refinance, Northpoint's low competitive rates, client-focused service, and streamlined process make sure you have the right loan for the right home. The branch team at Northpoint Bank works hard to ensure you have the best information to make the best decision to put all the pieces of your financial puzzle together. There's a better way to do financing. Connect with the branch team to learn more today.
New Peepo Pickleball paddles have passed USAPA testing, which means our paddles are approved for sanctioned tournament play. Because of graphite's stiff nature, the ball does not sink into it, so it's easier to direct the ball, providing fantastic ball placement. New Peepo Pickleball paddle handle is perforated, sweat absorbent, and cushioned to allow for a better paddle grip for long-time play without fatigue. The edge guard maintains the integrity of the paddle and provides a covering to open the honeycomb interior. Awesome pickleball paddle for both beginners and players ready to take their game to the next level.
There we go.
Yep, that's head referee Byron Frezzo. He is straight
He's
jamming.
But the problem is he's jamming to a different song. He was way off.
It doesn't even matter. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I mean.
What's he going to do now?
This is not a guitar song, Byron.
No.
He's like,
He's
wait
still-
for it. He should be drumming.
Oh, he's got the leg going.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, we got people clapping. I like it.
All right, we're looks like we got a couple.
What's up, brother? What's up, Who said that, Zane? Zane said, he told me he said that. He said Ari was like shocked. He said it. He goes, Ari was like, what? Good.
All right, we are having a good time here. We got a couple minutes. The ladies are taking their time before we get to this. Oh yeah, Byron he's jamming. We got some enthusiastic clapping there. It's not really on the beat, but, you know, he's trying his best.
It's all right.
We're not here to judge.
We are not.
We'll judge the pickleball, but the dancing is free of commentary
Yeah,
other than feel
Byron.
it. Look at him.
Don't.
He's beating it. Let's go.
Don't judge Byron.
No.
Yeah. Get it. I wish we could get us in the booth. I am full dance fest. Full dance fest, guys. Love it.
Carl. So,
We got a lot of, I see some shoulder shrugs in the crowd, some shoulder shrugs.
all right.
Little foot tapping.
We just went Carry On My Wayward Son to beat it for those of you that didn't have the pleasure. So throw that on Spotify so you can feel like you were here.
Absolutely.
And let's see if Catherine is able to beat it and get going here. She's fully capable.
Here we go. Brand new.
Wow, that is
Okay.
how game one
Yes.
started in the 2 out of 3 there, with Simone hitting a drop shot just like that. And Catherine starts the same way Simone did.
We're in our brand new match to 15.
I don't like the fact that Catherine brought
No.
Simone up to the kitchen and then Simone took charge. She dropped that ball and it wasn't perfect.
No.
It needs to be perfect
Yeah.
or you can't do that.
Or you've reversed the momentum of the point.
Right. Oh, the little inside
Yeah.
out from Simone.
You know, and that all of that's important because you're less predictable. Your paddle looks like that's going cross court, and then she flicked her wrist inside out, which means she takes the paddle face and faces it towards the backhand side, even though she's hitting a forehand. Brilliantly done.
Wow.
Of course, you can see on our scoreboard there, Simone Jargin took game 1, 11-2, and then game 2, 11-4 of our 2 out of 3 portion. So now we are in a brand new game to 15, match to 15. Three zero. Simone Jargin out to an early lead.
All 3 games have started with deficits of some size. Catherine's got to get out of this quickly.
Just
yeah.
wide.
And that was hit with a little hook, but
Yeah.
the wind won the battle. The
Mhm.
hook versus the wind, and the wind won by maybe an inch.
Yeah. No wind. That ball's in by 2-3 inches.
You know, Catherine being aggressive there, that's what she's got to do. Be aggressive, force the pace, force the ball deep. Don't let Simone dictate. She's been playing brilliantly, dictating points effortlessly, and that enables her to bring the whole bag of tricks, the inside out, the drop shots, etc. Make her hit under pressure.
Wow.
Check out on that
Lunging.
replay.
I mean, Catherine had everything but those 3 inches down the line covered.
And yes, if you're just joining us for our finals today, Simone Jargin is coming out of the consolation bracket where Catherine put her after the winner bracket final. So this is a rematch. So far, Simone's getting some sweet revenge, but it's not over yet. We have this match to 15. We'll switch ends at 8, and it's still anybody's gold medal to win.
Remember we talked about Dave, Jay Duvier, Jocelyn being on tilt. she's right
Yeah.
there. I don't want her to get there, but she's very close, and it showed on that last serve. I mean, she missed that last serve by 4 or 5 feet.
And then her leg just took a whipping from her hand just to get, maybe that's her just settle in. Okay, come on.
Yeah, she's talking a lot to herself here, and don't want her to get too much in her head. Coach Athena Trujillo would tell her, take it 1 point at a time, calm down, you'll be fine.
That's what she's been looking for.
But that's one. Watch this. I don't think Simone should have gone here. This is
look
one
at that.
mistake
Yeah.
that you don't ever see her make.
Yep.
She had the whole other side of the court open.
She's gone behind her a few times, went there one more time, but that replay, thank you, Boxcar, really showed what was available to her.
Of course, that we're playing by the 2021 new USA Pickleball rules. If that serve had landed in the serving box, we would have played it, even
There
though
it
it
is.
hit the net.
She's like, I hear you guys up there. I hear that spot was open. Ready? I'll hit it right now.
Do you want
okay?
me to show you where that spot was?
Right. I'll show you. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah, a lot of lobs that have not been a problem for Simone. It's setting up the point for her, and she's seen some trouble from Catherine on that side. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again. And
Yeah, she's, like we said, that's a timeout she really needs to take right now, right before the changeover.
Yeah.
So she gets this timeout. If Simone gets to 8, she gets another free timeout.
And I have no problem with her taking that. She hasn't played a lot today, so I'm sure, she's incredibly fit to begin with, but, some of the players today have had a lot of long matches. That's the advantage in a hot day like today of winning that winner's bracket final. You get to rest. Simone has to go play another match. You can find it. So, again, for confidence and, even though there is a free timeout, get yourself squared away. Maybe you can hold her here and make it 7-4, and then it's 8-4 when you change, or 8-5. Don't wait.
It's that we talk about those checkpoints in a game to 15. The first checkpoint is at 8, right,
Yep.
where you switch sides. And the next one I look at is who gets to 10 first.
sure.
You get to double digits. Then it's who gets to 13. You get into the teens, and now you're looking to win the game. So it's a game of checkpoints, and if I can get there and get closer, like you said, if Catherine can come here and say, okay, I can get a couple, make it 7-3, 7-4. Okay, maybe if Simone gets one, it's 8-4. You're closer, and you make that a little bit of a game within the game there.
That's why this point in this return is just really important mentally.
7-4-1. Excuse me. You guys were saying 7-4, and I was like, nope, 7-1.
The break she needs.
Yeah.
The tape, watch it. Stepped into that. That was a good ball. I think Simone's there, but not going to be able to do anything offensive with that. The paddle's twirling in her hand now, just a little confident.
Oh.
Catherine has just been playing so beautifully all day. You hope to see her get some of that back. She has it. We've seen it already today. Like you said, a little confidence.
She puts a crooked number up on the board now. And so well on her way to catching up here. See, the ball before that Simone blocked, I want Catherine to take that ball out of the air. Follow it in. Don't allow Simone to set her feet when you play that off the bounce.
So if you practice anything and you want to be a singles player, forward, follow your shots when you hit an offensive ball like she did. She had a chance there. I couldn't agree more. She said fight. Catherine just said fight.
There it is. That's that fight. Absolutely. She's got some fans in the crowd cheering her on here. I'm sure fans at home watching as well.
That sideline is giving Catherine fits.
Just
I mean,
that high backhand volley just missing today.
Seven three. Simone Jargin serving. We will change ends at 8. Whoever gets there first.
Yep.
Just out, and that will be it. That will take us to 8 here for Simone. We're going to take a little 1 minute or so as we change ends. That built-in timeout you guys talked about. What's Catherine got to do here?
Well, it's she did a little bit of what we talked about. She got back in a bit here. She got a couple points instead of 8-1 on a changeover. It's 8-3. We were looking for her to get 4 or 5, make it a little closer, but she did put crooked numbers up there, so that's a good thing. So it's not as big of a deficit, but now she's got to look at those other checkpoints, 10, 13, see if she can get and gain some ground here. Get a couple holds, score 1 or 2 on each one of those times, and you're right back in this game.
Yeah, and I liked the construction of those last few points. I mean, she missed 2 balls on the sideline, which is the way the wind is blowing by an inch. So, you know, that's what separates winners and losers in this sport. I get it, but at least it wasn't total dictation by Simone if I'm looking at this from Catherine's perspective.
All right, we've got an end change. Simone Jargin is going to continue serving at 8-3 to Catherine Parenteau.
Nice, great get there.
I mean, Catherine just made that absolutely effortless, but that particular sequence has given her trouble in this match. Even the first 2 games with Simone, she hasn't been able to execute that, and she just did brilliantly, but
it's still risky. If Simone's able to get a paddle on that, when she's able to do that, that's trouble. I don't know how she's not bruised on that left leg.
I know, from smacking
hard.
herself.
It may be.
So it's a little painful.
Yeah,
it is, I'm sure. 4-8.
That's a great ball. Off of a miss hit the first time.
Yep.
I think if she hits it clean, Simone gets a better block. But she mishit it, almost turned into a drop. And then she's able to go down the line.
And I would like her to drop some of those to not, if she's farther back in the court, to set up the next ball and either come in, as we've talked about, or like that one, rip it.
It's a great
Being
job.
the aggressor.
Yeah. I mean, she's using every bit of, if Simone stays back, she's being the aggressor and coming up. And that's how she got right back here, Dave.
Yeah,
Doubled her score.
And earlier today, this side where Catherine is was winning a ton of points because of the wind and being able to be the aggressor. And now a little pressure, and you know, that's not a ball Simone's going to miss very often, but in the middle of a run.
7-8, Catherine
7-1.
Parenteau right back in it.
Oh, wow. Great serve. Oh, no. Had every single thing she wanted.
An amazing run there by Catherine, though. Put her right back in this match.
I hate to say it, but mark that point right there.
Yeah.
That's a big point. Now Simone screaming fight.
She knows Cat. They
'cause
know
she's
each
in
other's
one.
players. Exactly. She knows Catherine can beat her. She did it earlier. Neither of these players can afford to let up at all.
Wind almost brought that back in.
Yeah, it did. Use it. There it is. Uh-oh. I apologize. The coach and me kind of started talking during the point, going,
I
use
heard
it,
you.
come
I
in.
heard you.
Because we're just talking about it so much
Right.
and what's working for her.
8-9 in our tiebreaker match to 15.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
That
I
is.
mean, that
Yep.
is.
Yeah.
That
was
that
the
shows
right
the
call.
relationship
But
between
it,
these two
it
women
was
as
literally
well.
like when it landed, it was the tape was I couldn't see where the ball actually landed, but
Simone called it out a little. Catherine thought it was in. Simone immediately asked Catherine, "You thought it was in?" and gave it to her right away. No argument.
just long.
Catherine has the lead, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that timeout at 7-1 wasn't important?
Huge. Those 2 points were huge. What was the issue? She did not get that ball out in front of her. She let it get next to her and on the side of her, and she's hitting that from almost behind. If she hits that out in front and just goes cross court with it and doesn't try and do too much, it's 11-9 there. There's the
There it
ball
is.
out of the air, right, Dave? That's exactly what we're
100%.
talking about. Putting that,
Pasted the corner.
Watch that
is.
replay.
And you've got to come in behind that.
yeah, it's a great job.
Excellent placement read by Catherine Parento. 10-9. Tiebreaker match to 15 for the gold medal right here. Just wide. Of course, if you're just joining, I'm Lauren McLaughlin, along with Dominic Catalano and Dave Fleming. We're in the middle of our pro women's singles gold medal match. Catherine Parento coming out of the winner's bracket. Simone Jargin out of the consolation bracket. This is our tiebreaker match to 15. It's staying in.
Wow.
Wowzaza. Let's watch that again.
Look at that stab, and the wind somehow kept it in there, and then
I mean, look at the angle on that. That's ridiculous.
and the wind is blowing that way, folks. So you have to play that perfectly inside. You have to play that a foot inside and let the wind take it. Perfectly executed.
Wow, that's a great passing shot from Catherine.
Ten 11, Parento serving.
I still like it works out right there, right? I it's fine. I just don't. If Catherine's going to do that, she's got to drop that 2 feet from the net. Allowing Simone to come in and get a paddle on that is just trouble. You're asking for trouble.
Oh, that is heartbreaking. Again, doesn't give up any points on that, but we're at 11-11
Especially
in the
when you're
tiebreaker
not,
gold medal match.
when you're not going for it. That was just to get it in. Oh, no, and then it carried into the next point. That's what you can't have happen.
No.
She's got to shake that off immediately. Get out of your head. Go back to, what got you back in this match right here.
Yeah, you can't go back. That serve is gone.
12-11.
For those people that hit a two-handed backhand, you can set what you want to do and have your footwork ready, and that is exactly what Simone did there. She knew she was going there before that ball bounced on the return and executed perfectly.
Oh, no.
Timeout. Paddles going.
Oh,
hate
that
to see
is
it. Yeah.
devastating.
It is.
Catherine has absolutely crawled her way back into this, fought for every single point and has just gotten back into it. And now, you know, a quick little turn of events, and Simone is on match point for the gold medal match here as we come back from this timeout.
Yeah, this is a tough one to get out of your head, but you have to, which is the missed serve sort of triggered a couple things here. And the way she has gotten back in is being aggressive, forcing the issue. It's hard to force the issue when you think you might miss. It's, you know, now your brain is fighting with itself, which is, I've missed a couple and you have to push here. Now, obviously a missed return here and it's, you know, game over and you get to pick up your silver medal, which is a heck of a thing. But she fought all the way back to 11-10 up, and now we're at match point. Let's see if she can have the confidence to really hit a good, solid return here.
All right,
Right.
she's still alive.
I mean, has Simone back, working her way in, just misses.
Yeah, and that's not the ball to win the point with. That's the ball to set up the ball to win the point
Correct.
with. Just hit that deep and then get yourself a volley.
There it is.
Ooh, and that is a battle. Simone, I feel like extra excited about that because I feel like she knew she had to fight for that. Sometimes she doesn't every time, but wow, a huge congrats to Simone Jargin coming out of the consolation bracket for this rematch against Catherine Parento and able to seal the deal 15-11 in our tiebreaker match to 15. We are going to take a quick sponsored break, guys. Dom's going to go chat with Simone in the studio, and then we have our men's pro singles gold medal match between Ben Johns and Zane Navratil coming up next. Do not leave. You do not want to miss it.
We're all pretty obsessed with pickleball. We want to grow pickleball into all areas of the country.
When you're in person, they can actually see you and they can analyze what you're doing wrong and, you know, correct it right on the spot.
We do a pre-video and a post-video so that you can actually see yourself
practicing something and putting it into action. It's just internally very rewarding. It's money well spent, and if you want to get better, you have to do this.
Practice makes perfect, right? My name is Morgan Evans, and I have to tell you that practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes progress. That's why we've created Coach Me Pickleball. At Coach Me Pickleball, you'll find an extensive and growing library of lessons on topics covering every aspect of pickleball for every level of player. For one small monthly fee, you'll get access to every video in our library, with new content added every month. Check out CoachMePickleball.com to sign up for a free 7-day membership.
For over 40 years, Papico Sports Surfaces has been providing expert service and supplies for any court surface, from resurfacing to building from the ground up.
The growth of pickleball is doubling every year.
Court equipment for private residences, court seating, and court maintenance from tennis, basketball, tracks, and now pickleball.
We're actually doing indoor, private, public facilities. There's really no limit to what people are converting now.
Official court surface of the APP Delray Beach Pickleball Open. PapicoSportsSurfaces.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We are just wrapping up our women's pro singles gold medal match. Simone Jardine taking it in our tiebreaker match to 15 against Catherine Parento. See the scores down there at the bottom. And we're going to roll through some match highlights real quick before we get down and chat with Simone in the studio. Production, roll them clips.
You know, that was that ball off the tape where on the dead run she was able to get that. You know, the angles and again, we want you to chase your good shots and hit them out of the air like that one right there. Come in, chase your good shots.
Commit. Oh, we're singing happy birthday to Ben Johns here in the stadium.
Simone is singing happy birthday.
She's leading it.
You know, this highlight package sort of shows that the individual dictating is the one winning.
Absolutely.
All right. And this is the one where she had the whole other side of the court, and Catherine was sitting on it. I got to give her credit.
Yep.
The tape was her friend there. Aggressive. You know, when Catherine had that awesome comeback, I mean, down 7-1 to 11-10 up.
Absolutely.
It was
a thing of beauty.
There's the riding the wind just perfectly for the, you know, and then, you know, we talked about it at 11-10. Catherine had the lead, had the ball in her hand, missed a serve, and then I hate to see missed returns be part of the end, but you know, it's all of it matters. The getting the lead matters. So even if the lead goes away, you still at least have accumulated that many points. So when the other player takes the lead, like, it's easy to play. It's weird, but it's easy to play when you're down 7 or 8 because you're like, I have nothing to lose right now.
You can just go for it.
And then now, wait, I'm ahead.
Like,
I'm 4 points.
No.
I'm 4 points from gold. I've worked all the way back, and I'm 4 points from gold. So I'm hoping Catherine learns from that. And, you know, Catherine, when she was the aggressor, was sensational in this match. Has an opportunity with some of the backhand volleys. Had several of those that betrayed her on opportunities. But, you know, I thought she is right there.
Absolutely.
Right
on
there.
The precipice.
Yes, thank you.
It's a Dave word for you guys. All right. Don't go anywhere, guys. We have our men's pro singles gold medal match coming up next, and Dom's going to be in the studio with Simone to chat with her about her gold medal win. We'll be right back, guys.
Go again, until you strike just right, until the ball sings, until the other guy blinks, until the court's clear, and the sun sets, until you see it in your sleep, and wake up swinging. Go again. Till you can't miss, until you can't lose. Go again, and again.
For over 40 years, Papico Sports Surfaces has been providing expert service and supplies for any court surface, from resurfacing to building from the ground up.
The growth of pickleball is doubling every year.
Court equipment for private residences, court seating, and court maintenance from tennis, basketball, tracks, and now pickleball.
We're actually doing indoor, private, public facilities. There's really no limit to what people are converting now.
Official court surface of the APP Delray Beach Pickleball Open. PapicoSportsSurfaces.com.
So this is one of my favorite paddle, the V530 Power. It's a great paddle. It's perfect for the transition when you're a tennis player. One of the features that is so good about it is the fact that it's so close to a tennis racket in terms of shape. It's not circular, as you can see. It's more rectangular a bit. For me, it was a game changer for my serve, for just so much power generated because it's a bit heavier in the head. And then when I go to the net, I have a good balance here and I can be aggressive. It's so good as well for resets and for dinking, but mostly to put away the ball, you know, to create a lot of power, so it's the perfect product.
We're all pretty obsessed with pickleball. We want to grow pickleball into all areas of the country.
When you're in person, they can actually see you and they can analyze what you're doing wrong and, you know, correct it right on the spot.
We do a pre-video and a post-video so that you can actually see yourself
Practicing something and putting it into action. It's just internally very rewarding. It's money well spent, and if you want to get better, you have to do this.
Okay, guys, I'm in studio. She's coming. It's fine. She's coming. Hey, she's signing autographs, kissing babies, getting her paddle.
So sorry.
Well, I am joined in studio by Simone Jardim. Congratulations, Simone.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. My hair. By the way, I am a girl, and my hair looks horrible.
Well, you're going to put your visor on because it's going to stay right now, not like earlier.
That's why I went to the... How did I look with the...
band, with the headband?
Yeah.
You look kind of badass with that.
Did I really?
Yeah, it really did.
So here's the deal. I didn't even look at myself in the mirror because in case it looked bad, then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wear it. So, and I couldn't handle the hat flying off.
It looked good.
So
once it flew off twice, I knew you were done with it.
I was ready to throw it away. I was tossing.
That was awesome. But no, hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coming back, you know you have to beat her twice.
Yeah.
After the first match, what are you thinking after the first time when she beats you the first time and now you got to come back and play her again? And again, you being so familiar with each other, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hate to say it, but the first time around, she played well, but I played terribly. I mean, I played probably some of the worst pickleball I played. I'm not joking, and she knows. She knows.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of, but of course, like she made it more difficult.
Right.
Which is she used the wind to her advantage really well. She was hitting the spots really well. So when you add the wind, then it makes it much more difficult.
Right.
So a combination of her pushing the buttons well and me just not executing, it was a bad combo. But I don't know. I mean, this is where my 41 years of age comes in handy because I think that it's easy to kind of just give up and go away, but the hard part is to come back and do it again.
It is what's the old saying.
Like my motto.
The old saying is like it's not about how hard you can get hit. It's if you can get back up, right?
Yeah.
And so you take that punch from Catherine earlier. You come back, you battle Vivian, you take her down, and then you come back and you get Catherine again. And we're saying it in the booth. It's like, okay, well, Catherine beat her earlier, but like, you know how hard it is to beat the #1 player a few times.
I
and
know,
but
it's also like I think she also when I get hot, like when I start to execute, she tends to panic and go away. I'm proud of her for not doing that this time.
Yeah.
Because she came back and applied pressure back on.
Oh yeah.
So as you know, I mean, as a mentor, as whatever I am to her, I'm very proud of her for not just packing her bags and going home.
Right, because you're at 7-1.
Oh,
she takes the timeout.
Yeah, and then 8-3, and then she was up 9-8.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, she was up
no. I went up 9-8, but she came back to 8-8, and then from then on until 11-11, it was tight. So I mean, it was amazing. I mean, it was like good. I'm glad to see that because that's who I know she is. So yeah, and for me, I have a few shout outs. But first one, Tony Giannoni.
Oh yeah.
That guy, 30 minutes on the phone. It was huge. Just kind of, sometimes you just kind of need like a one little thing. And I wasn't joking about breathing, but that's really, that was huge for me. I needed to stop hyperventilating, and it was really, really, I owe him as usual. So I mean, he's amazing. But anyways, and then of course my sponsors. I did not cramp. So
that's a good thing, right?
Well, I
took
a photo with Randy. I took a photo with Randy because he actually has in the back of his truck, "Don't be a cramper."
Of course he does. And you take a picture in front of it. Of course.
So yeah, no cramping.
Yeah.
I'm sore. I'm still sore from like.
Of course.
I mean, I feel like I'm never getting.
Of course. Again, that's why, Simone, I stopped. I'm in there now, right? You keep going. You make me happy because I know that at our age, you can still do it, and I'm living vicariously through you at our age. I just go and watch now in the booth, so it's fine.
And you're laughing at me. Oh, she's suffering out there. I know. but you know, I'm really fortunate. Prince Pickleball, my paddle is amazing. I am so lucky, and the relationship I have with them, I love. I mean, Brian, I like high on, like demand is pretty high right now because I'm going through paddles like no other because I'm playing so much.
Right.
I'm like every weekend. I have never played this much. So I think he's probably like, is she like throwing them away or something? I'm just cracking them, as you can see.
Yeah.
Probably trying to get to balls that I think I can get to, and possibly I can't. But you know, unrealistic goals. And then I also am doing the Nike US Sports Camps.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about that. I
Yes.
have one pretty much every month for the next few months. But I love teaching, so it's
Of course you do.
it's an easy job.
We know.
For me.
We love it. And again, you're the best. You're one of the best.
Well.
You're one of the best instructors out there. You're one of the best players, if not the best player. So congratulations. I love seeing you. I miss you so much. You know, me being up north so much now, I miss seeing you all the time. But it's great to see you. It's great to see Alexis. I know you guys are here on a little girls' weekend.
I know.
I love it. So you guys are having fun.
Family,
and,
right?
She said you guys are planning for Ben's birthday tonight. She said
Oh
she
yeah.
was at the Airbnb.
So Alexis has been gone all day.
Yeah, she's been
because
planning
Ben
it.
is much more important than me.
Right.
So reality check.
Right.
No, so it's Ben's birthday, and Jack Nunnery, Rob's wife, her and Alexis have been gone all day decorating,
That's awesome.
and it's a surprise for Ben.
Nice.
So
we won't tell him. I won't tell him.
Oh,
I
he can't. He's not watching. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
he's
right.
not watching.
He won't
he's
see this
playing.
till later.
I know. So pretty cute. And honestly, she does not like pickleball.
It's fine.
Landon does.
Yeah.
Landon would have been on beside the court.
But it's a girls' weekend.
Well, she is with a girl, Jack. Not me.
Well, hey, congratulations. I'm sure I'm going to get you in the booth later on this weekend, too. So good luck the rest of the weekend.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Exciting.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the men's singles pro final.
There we go. I think it's 120 milligrams. Let me check on that really quick.
It's 125.
Oh, it's 125 milligrams.
UPS or FedEx for this one?
FedEx, they deliver on Saturday. It's 3 minutes on high. It's pound, then the number. Orange evokes energy and vitality. Black shows soft.
How does he know all this stuff?
That's always right. Yellow shows unknowns, things that are unclear. We need to dive into the yellow more.
Welcome back, everyone. We are just finishing up a extremely rousing game of Simon Says with a professional Simon Says-er, if that is the correct term for that. Our men's pro singles gold medal match is coming up momentarily. See Ben Johns and Zane Navratil, they're on court. They're going to start warming up here after we had a little fun crowd interaction. We, of course, will be back with that action. I'm Lauren McLaughlin. We are down to our last match of the day here, folks. We've made it. Thank you so much for joining us all day. We, of course, had 2 courts streaming most of the day, but now that we're down to the end of the day, that second court is no longer streaming, so we just have this final court. If you know somebody that isn't watching, go ahead and share this. Get them back watching. And let me just take a quick moment to, of course, run through our sponsors again real quick. This is the North Point Bank Delray Beach Pickleball Open, presented by Head Pickleball and Papico Sports. So a big shout out to them, our co-hosts for this second stop of the 2021 APP Tour, Lee and Anna Lee Waters, along with Steve Kennedy. And we would like to thank all of our sponsors for their support at this stop and for the tour in general. North Point Bank is our title sponsor here today. And this weekend, Head Pickleball Papico Sports, our presenting sponsor. We have some of the official sponsors of the entire tour. Onyx Dura Fast 40 is the official ball. Head Pickleball, the official footwear. Jigsaw Health, the official hydration and endurance drink. Zealous is our official insole. Pickleballtournaments.com, the official software. PPR is our official education and certification partner. Pickleball Magazine, the official magazine. The official tour show, Inside World Pickleball. Court Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy, providing therapy, some massages, and any help that the players need here this weekend. And Kitsch Pickleball, the official apparel merchandise of the APP Tour. A big shout out to them for all of their support for the entire tour. And another shout out to some of our other sponsors, CBS Sports Network, Boxcar Productions, putting on this amazing live stream all weekend long, which hopefully you guys are enjoying. I know I am enjoying being here and watching. Palm Beach Sports Commission, Hoodef, USA Pickleball, New People, Vulcan Pickleball, Pickleball Central, Babolat, Never Stop Playing Pickleball Camps, Pickle Play, and the Pickleball Club. So thank you so much to all of those sponsors. We couldn't do this without them. And thank you so much for everybody that's watching at home on Facebook and YouTube. It's been a pleasure all day here for Pro Singles Day. We are off tomorrow. No pro events are happening tomorrow, just amateur events, so there will be no live streaming tomorrow. So just keep that in mind in case anyone asks, where's the stream on Friday? There isn't one, but we'll be back for gender doubles all day on Saturday. Mixed doubles is Sunday. I am Lauren McLaughlin. Of course, I will be joined, as always, by Dominic Catalano on both Saturday and Sunday. Dave Fleming will join us when he is done playing for the day. He's going to be playing in senior pro, both men's and mixed doubles on those days, so we'll get him as soon as we can. But me and Dominic will be holding it down here. Of course, our second court for the first time ever in pickleball live streaming history. We've had 2 simultaneous courts streaming at the same time with commentary, the full production. Hopefully you guys have loved that. We had a ton of senior pro matches we were able to show on that second court today, and we'll have more senior action as well on Saturday and Sunday on that court. That one is led by Morgan Evans, our newest addition to the broadcast team here for the APP Tour. guest commentator Ari has joined him. It's been an awesome time. Our next stop for the APP Tour will be the Cincinnati Open, May 13th through the 16th. Registration is open on pickleballtournaments.com, so if you haven't registered and you're maybe thinking about it, go check that out. It is an awesome tournament in an awesome location with fantastic people led by Michelle Cook. They just do such a great job, and it's such a fun tournament. So come check them out. If you're anywhere in the Midwest or you just want to take a little trip to Ohio, who doesn't? Who doesn't love it? I love it. Bart said no singing. It's your birthday tomorrow, Bart? I'm so sorry. We won't be able to sing to you. And I did see we have a question. Zane Navratil is Indian. His mother, Dimple, is from India. So I guess he is half Indian, but he born and raised in the United States. He is from Wisconsin. His parents, Dennis and Dimple, have a small business there in Racine, Wisconsin. Big shout out to them. They are a big support. Always watching on the live streams and able to come in person when they can to tournaments. Of course, we have the full tour schedule up on your screen right now if you haven't had a chance to check it out. Of course, all of our money breakdowns for all of the tournaments, the schedule, any pretty much information you want to know about the tour, you can find on apptour.org. But we are going to get back into the action here momentarily, guys, for our last match of the day. Let everybody know we're just about to get started. We're on Facebook and YouTube. And so far, yes, for everyone, as it stands now. Hi, Dimple. As it stands now, if you're here anywhere in the southern Florida area, the Delray Beach Open is open to spectators, so absolutely come on down. We are requiring everyone to wear masks when you're not eating or drinking or playing, so we're being pretty strict about that, which you love to see. But we also, all of our tournaments in the future, as of now, we're hoping will be open to spectators. That may change depending the circumstances where we're at, but that is our plan right now, to have all of our stops open to spectators. So hopefully you guys are able to come watch and join in person. Yeah, great vendors here on site, amazing food trucks, product sponsors, all of that great stuff. So we're going to take just a moment here. We're probably minutes away from getting started here. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back for our men's gold medal match. All right, guys, we are just about to get started. I am, of course, joined once again by Dominic Catalano and Dave Fleming. Take it away, boys. I was just talking nonstop straight for like a full 25 minutes, it felt like. So I'm sure everyone's tired of hearing my voice. You guys go now.
We were down discussing everything with Simone.
Yes.
It was awesome just to get that perspective from the #1 female player in the world, her perspective on gameplay, teaching, everything. So it's just so nice to get that time with her. And we're off.
We are off and running. Oh, no. Football right out of the gate.
Under the lights here at the Delray Beach Tennis Center. Absolutely
we do have
beautiful.
those lights. I see a drone in the sky. What? Getting some awesome drone footage. This is our final match of the day, everybody. Zane Navratil coming consolation bracket. So if he manages to best Ben Johns in this 2 out of 3 portion, we will go to a tiebreaker match to 15.
Wow.
The man-child is ready to go on his birthday.
You know, and I think that's interesting. And again, he doesn't hit the two-hander all the time, but boy, can he.
Yeah.
And stepped in. If you step in and get on your front foot there, and that's when you hit the backhand well. That's what you should do.
Ooh-wee.
And that's the shot that Ben makes you hit there because he knew that ball was going over there. So Zane had to hit a perfect winner, which he did. Now he needs to get off 0.
All right, and
Nice.
Zane taking advantage of the short return by Ben Johns.
Yep. And I think we talked about it a lot, and the Zane saw did not bother Ben at all in the first time they played. That one came up a little short, but Zane has got to attack that and be precise with his attack and take every advantage, and I expect he will.
Nice. And I did talk about that with Zane after he defeated Johnson Cola, and I said, you rely on 3 to 4 points on your serve per match. Well, when Ben's returning perfectly, is that change things? And he said, no, it doesn't change things. He's like, it's just, you got to make your adjustments. And he said Ben just played, very well.
Getting a ball exchange here. I'm not sure if it was cracked or.
Nothing bugs me more, and I'm very, there's a lot of the guys that are superstitious. Zane's going to touch the back wall before points. He's going to do all sorts of things. If I just won a point and there he goes, and they take the ball out of play, I'm like, come on, man, that was my ball. That was my friend right then.
What?
Oh, Ben played it.
I did not think that was in.
That was a birthday gift. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, that was clearly
that
out.
was out.
Way out.
Yeah.
Well, so be it.
It's in for the annals of time.
3-3.
Force. We talked with Catherine forced the issue, came back and made one heck of a women's final, and Zane's got to do the same. And here we see it again. Following a good shot. If you want to be a winner in singles, you got to follow a good shot with a better one, but get it out of the air.
And that's it. That's exactly what Zane needs to do. If he's going to drive that third, gain a foot, gain 2 feet, work your way in, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming.
He is. Nobody does that backhand scoop in the complete
and he
other
knows
direction
he's hitting
like
that
Ben Johns.
long time before he hit it.
Yeah. The issue there again
is the
will
drop
sound
shot.
like a broken record today, but I apologize. But that drop shot brings Ben Johns to the net. You're in trouble.
If you're Navratil, you got to expect that that's coming from Ben Johns, quite frankly.
Those 2 bounces, folks.
It was indeed. Larry Scott is our head ref here in the 2-ref system for this gold medal match. I'm sorry, I have not seen the other ref on center court yet. We'll track down his name unless anyone recognizes him and can let us know.
Great forehand from Ben Johns.
Again, you leave that return in the middle of the court short. Too many options to defend.
That's that pressure. Zane put it on,
Tom
kept coming.
Whitson. Don Stanley with the save. Tom Whitson is our second referee, along with Larry Scott, USA Pickleball Certified refs here. 5-6.
Like a butcher, just carving, just perfect, so smooth.
And he conserves all the motion. Just, I'm going where I want to go with the ball, and I have you in the meat grinder.
just wide. Oh, clips the net. Ben Johns there. We'll see it in this replay here.
This is not a very
Johnson.
nice birthday gift here.
It was not hit. I mean, right there, ready to hit it, clips the net.
Bad toss. A little under the breath yes from Ben Johns after that forehand winner.
And I think Zane's just got to live with, on occasion, the other guy's just going to be Batman, as we talked about earlier. Just that's a great shot. Okay.
Game 1 we are currently in here of our pro men's singles gold medal match, our last match of the day here for singles day. Zane Navratil serving to Ben Johns, 6-7. Make that 7-7.
I think Ben got that a little too deep as well.
Yep.
Gets that a little further out front. That's a great ball from Zane Navratil. He sees this opening right away.
And you setting your feet up to hit a shot long before the ball bounces is critical when you can see it early.
That's, oh, wow.
Wow.
I almost called it too quick.
You did?
I almost did
I
too.
did. Like this ball here, should be past Ben.
Ooh,
And then
he
you're
put
wondering
that
if
way
the
too
wind.
close too.
Then you're wondering if the wind's going to slide that.
9-7. Navratil out in front now in game 1.
All right, we got a
like
game
that.
point
Game
here.
point. I mean, do you think Ben Johns thinks it's extremely rude of Navratil to be beating him with his own paddle on his birthday?
I mean, that's a tough sentence.
Ooh, wow. All right.
Doesn't happen often that you get Ben Johns wrong-footed here.
I just guessed. He was like, I'm waiting for you, and I'm going across. Oh, no, I'm not.
Nice disguise there. We're going to take a very quick break, guys. We'll be right back for game 2 of our gold medal match.
Practice makes perfect, right? My name is Morgan Evans, and I have to tell you that practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes progress. That's why we've created Coach Me Pickleball. At Coach Me Pickleball, you'll find an extensive and growing library of lessons on topics covering every aspect of pickleball for every level of player. For one small monthly fee, you'll get access to every video in our library, with new content added every month. Check out CoachMePickleball.com to sign up for a free 7-day membership.
And we're back, everyone, here for our final match of Pro Singles Day at the North Point Bank APP Delray Beach Pickleball Open, presented by Head Pickleball and Papico Sports. We just witnessed a fabulous game 1 of this gold medal match between Zane Navratil and Ben Johns. Navratil coming out on top, 11-7. We've switched ends here for game 2. Of course, if Navratil manages to take this 2 out of 3 portion of the gold medal match, we will play a tiebreaker match to 15 as Navratil is coming out of the consolation bracket. Navratil, Ben left his towel over there. He's asking Ben if he wants it. Ben says, no, thank you, I'm good. Here we go. Game 2. Navratil starting us off. 0-0. Nope.
Zane's dialed in here.
Yeah, just a confident player.
Yeah.
The man dressed in orange is not the least bit concerned, but he's got to, you know, up his game and dictate the play that he likes.
That would have been very, very rude of Zane Navratil to get that one.
Thank you again for joining us, everybody at home all day. Hopefully you have enjoyed the amazing pro singles action all day.
Great angle there from Navratil. Ben trying to create the cat and mouse. And Zane hits the cross-court winner.
And that's, you know, we saw Ben do it. He's one of the few with the forehand or with the one-handed backhand that does that. That's a lot of left hand on the two-handed backhand to execute that. And that's what you can do. You can hold it and do that, especially if you plan it beforehand.
Still at zeros here in game 2.
And, you know, you watch a point like that and you just see ease of movement, anticipation, and those are the points where you go, how does this guy ever lose? And he doesn't lose very often, if ever. So that's the control of his game that he has, and he forces you to play the way he wants you to.
I mean, even games. I mean, Zane taking that 11-7. It doesn't happen very often.
Right.
That is our first point on the board for Ben Johns in game 2 here.
Good deep penetrating return there from Zane Navratil, putting Ben Johns on his heels. Don't rush it. Zane trying to rush it and do too much on that.
Smoke it for sure, but don't be in a hurry with your footwork.
That'll make it 2-0 here in game 2. Good leave by Navratil there.
I think Ben's just like, I'm missing balls I don't usually miss here, and you know, let's find the rhythm, find the zone again. And Zane's got to keep taking advantage of short returns like he did there. You know, the one before we talked about his footwork wasn't there, but he can't lose the mentality.
1-2, Navratil serving. A little spin and a little cut.
A little change of pace.
I think he was chasing a horrendous toss there, and it ended up, and I'm like, I got to just hit this underhand, like slice it, and just get it over there. Didn't work out.
See that again. That ball was probably going out that Zane hit. But if you're going to hit an out ball, make sure you win the point.
Yeah.
Make sure your last one's an in ball, and he did.
Oh, he's hit at least 3 in the net right there, which you wouldn't normally see out of Navratil. John serving here in game 2 of our gold medal match.
John's just seems a little off.
Yep.
I mean, you're talking inches. Trying to be really perfect with these balls right now. We were saying earlier, Ben, talking with him earlier, talking about timeouts, and he looks at it as a
sign of weakness.
And so talked about him standing there when his opponent calls a timeout and him not going to the sideline. And he's like, I just want to show you that I'm here. I'm waiting for you. Come on. Take your timeout. Go ahead. I'm here. Yeah.
Paints that line down the side there.
Let's watch this one.
Navratil wishes he had not let that go.
Right on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the wind has died down quite a bit. Not still a little bit of a factor, but an hour ago that would have been wide. That's 2 in a row where the toss was just not good.
Living and dying by it.
Yeah, got to keep doing it.
Oh, for sure.
Can't do that, though.
Dom doesn't want him to do that
at all.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let alone missing it.
He did not get the birthday roll.
And that time, Zane covered back behind him because he's seen that 3 or 4 times. And
learned from his mistakes.
Check it.
I thought we were going to get another blister ball there. He just firmly put it away.
Still, he looked at it. That's the confidence he has in his power.
Just wide there down the line. And that will
be
a timeout from Navratil there.
Very good timeout at 5-2 from Navratil. Ben gonna just probably go grab his towel and come right back.
Of course, Navratil took game 1, 11-7. So even if Ben Johns wins this game 2, we will go to a tiebreaker game to 3. Third game tiebreaker of this portion of the match. Of course, if Zane Navratil is able to win the 2 out of 3 portion, we will then go to a brand new match to 15, since Zane's coming out of the consolation bracket, and that will give us our gold and silver medal winners. But we'll see how the chips fall.
Yeah, this is a frustrating score for Zane because in this game, it was 0-0 for a long time. You don't get Ben John shaking his head and sort of talking to himself a lot, and as we've mentioned, just maybe his shade off, and you think, okay, Zane must be up at least 5-2, maybe 6-7-2, and it's 5-2 Ben.
See how this timeout fares for Navratil as we're back to the action. It fared well. Gets the side out. There was a good toss, Dave. Ooh.
And it was a good deep serve, too.
Mhm.
The problem is for whatever reason, and it's probably because he's the best player in the world, Ben has not been having much trouble with getting that return.
Some great anticipation on both sides here.
Absolutely,
Watch this quick
some
fire
great
fight.
hands. Great put away. That might be the first sort of volley exchange with a sort of overhead put away that we've seen really today.
What Ben does really well, too, is if you're going to drive to his forehand, when he anticipates it and is in plenty of time, he counters it very well with the forehand, where you hit it hard to his forehand, he's countering it and hitting it harder back at you.
Good leave there by Navratil. John sends that one well long. We're going to have a side out. We'll see if Navratil can get off 2. He's been on 2 for quite a while here. I think if he can put a little something together, which we saw him do in game 1.
Wait, is that a highlight? Why are we running highlights from the first game? Just.
I mean, at this point, I as a viewer am watching and I think, why does Zane ever even try to cover that line? It's like Ben's never gone down the line. Just cover the cross and wait until he shows you differently. But again, I mean, oh, hey. Nice little change up by Navratil throwing that lob.
The issue
good
with
spot.
The issue with that, Lauren, is that Zane keeps guessing that way, and
Well,
Ben's
yeah.
seeing it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
mean-
so now Zane guesses the other way. Ben sees that too. You know why? Because he's Ben Johns. Oh, that's a great
Ugh,
ball.
Nice.
And just on the flip side of that, Lauren, what did Zane do there? He hit it very well. Last minute,
Yep.
pulls it over. That's what you got to do.
But you can't wait. You got to go. He got that ball at the apex, so he could hit an aggressive shot.
And I mean, that's what we've been saying all day, Dave, right? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. It's really when Navratil seems to hit his stride, when he's, you know, on the offense, being aggressive. Just, I mean, like that. He was in control of that point. And he managed to do what he wanted with it, and you know, he can poke some holes in Ben John's armor, as it were.
Great
All
get.
right.
Great get by Zane Navratil there.
Mm-hmm. He finally covered that scooped backhand
And
cross court from Ben Johns.
Kept the feet out of the kitchen, too. That's hard when you're lunging sideways. You're not exactly sure.
All right, and just like that, Navratil's on top now, 6-5 here in game 2. It has taken him a minute, but he's grooving a little. He's feeling it. Oh, I thought it was just wide, but he calls it in. We thought it was wide in the booth, but Zane was staring right at it, and Johns is not going to argue with him.
Couple in a row, real close to the line there.
Real
close. And it's hard in the moment, especially singles. You don't even have a partner to sort of back you up on what you think you saw.
Ooh, hey-yo. Navratil. Let's watch that again. That was a beauty. Look at that disguise by Johns, and Navratil able to read it.
And out front, Dom's been talking to everybody who's missing volleys to not let them get behind you. That's out front, and then you can have a more aggressive angle. We have
Byron Frezzo. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. It's interrupting gold medal matches. We're good.
I'm not sure
no issue. No problem.
Oh, good.
Ooh, Johns pushed him deep on that one.
It's a good attack from
very
Zane
aggressive.
Navratil. Yeah.
Good job leaving that one to go a little long.
Just play it from 0-0 to the end.
Oh, filthy. Filthy Navratil.
And Kathy up there.
Kathy's been pretty subdued.
Shaking that
She's being
Zane
good.
Navratil cutout. Difference in that point right there is Zane almost came in enough to get that next ball out of the air, didn't, and allowed Ben to set up. We've been talking about it all day, I know, Dave, but it's a difference maker.
Navratil says dirty. It was indeed. Agreed. I mean, it's just there is nothing you can... Zane, Navratil, or anybody can do about that. All right, we got a timeout here from Navratil. Ben Johns out to 9-7 here now in game 2. There have been some very, very close line calls that Zane has played.
You know, and mentally, a lot of people have a problem if they miss a call, and I'm not saying Zane is one of them, but if you miss a call or think you miss a call, that messes up your head for a while. And so, I mean, you should call the ball the way you see it, 100%. And if you're not sure, you should play the ball 100% of the time. But I agree, there's a couple here that, you know, now maybe he's thinking the other way. I saw it out, I still played it, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe the score would be 9-7 me right now. But, you know, let's call timeout and go deal with it. You're right there. I mean, get the ball back and see if you can rattle off 4 points here. And who cares? Look out the front of the window, not in the rear view.
Excellent advice, Dave Fleming.
Sorry, Ben.
Or clip the tape and get a freebie.
7-9, Navratil serving here in game 2 after beating Ben Johns 11-7 in the first. Oh, that might be our first body shot of the day.
It is.
Like there's been some shots at the body, but that might be our first actual body shot.
We got a peg.
Tough fight because almost looked like Zane played an out ball that Ben hit because he wanted to take it out of the air, and catch him off guard, but didn't
It's
work
hard
out.
to tell from this angle,
Right.
too, if it's dropping because we're so high up and on this side of the court. It's hard to tell sort of from this vantage point. It could have easily been dropping, and Zane knew it and was aware of where he was at the court, but
I mean, I think the coaching point from that point, and we've seen it from the best players in the world, Ben, Simone, lobs are an important factor, especially into the wind, and they can be an offensive play or a defensive play. And when they're offensive, I want you to, believe it or not, follow your lob. You usually think no, but people, especially in singles, can set up a wide open court when somebody's going backwards.
Oh, well, it was a
It's a second
game point
Yep.
for Ben Johns, but dumps that serve in the net. So Zane Navratil still alive here in game 2. Either way, we're not done after this game. We're either going to a third game tiebreaker or a match to 15 tiebreaker.
Whoa.
Ooh, third game point.
And 2 missed serves in a row.
Navratil telling himself, let's go. Want to take advantage of. Like we say many a times, it's not over till you hit 11.
I honestly don't think Zane can believe he lost that point after
No.
this one right here. And what? He's waiting for it?
Oh, we got a timeout from Ben Johns.
Uh-oh.
But he's got the ball. I think
Right.
that's the difference.
That's a him understanding, okay, I had 3 game points.
Yep.
I got the side out. All right, now I'm going to regroup. I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to win this. In his head right now, he's going, okay, now I'm going to win this game.
And I'm sure not going to miss another serve here.
No.
That isn't happening. And he's right back to the line. This was a let's party, folks. Let's, hey, Mr. DJ, play something for me because I'm ready to go.
Drop that beat, DJ.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much again for joining us all day, everybody at home, watching on Facebook or YouTube. I'm Lauren McLaughlin, along with Dominic Catalano and Dave Fleming. It's been our pleasure to be your pickleball guides on this journey today. We have Ben Johns with a game point here in game 2. And there it is. So game 2 going to Ben Johns here in our gold medal match, pro men's singles. Game 1 went to Zane Navratil, so we're going to go ahead and be back for a game 3, Dave. And if Ben Johns wins that game 3, he is our gold medal winner. If Zane Navratil wins that game 3, we are going to a brand new match to 15. And then we will crown our winner.
Yeah, I think the question here is, can Zane's aggressiveness outplay Ben's precision? When I talked to Zane earlier, he said, Ben played the wind better than me the first time that they played. Wind is still a little bit of a factor, but not nearly in that 25 plus gust craziness around 1, 2 o'clock earlier today.
Indeed.
So if I'm Zane, I'm like, all right, those were 2 closely fought games. I gotta keep coming, keep coming at him, keep forcing the issue. If I let him dictate, he gets all those crazy, beautiful angles, and I can't let that happen. So, it's a really good match. I think from Zane's perspective, the earlier match was not tight, and I'm sure that was frustrating to him. And now he's right there with a split.
See Ben Johns there re-gripping his paddle real quick before we get going in game 3 here. There's Kathy Dimitri. The biggest fan of all fans. She, of course, rooting for Zane Navratil with his head on a stick there.
Zane Navratil, head on a stick.
Are those available?
I know, right?
In the
gift
pro
shop?
They should be.
Absolutely.
Get your Zane Navratil head on a stick.
Yeah, I think he'd autograph them too. I'm sure he would.
We love our dedicated fans that follow our pros, and of course she's a player as well, a competitor.
Absolutely.
So she takes home quite a few medals of her own. We're back here, Game 3, men's pro singles gold medal match. We'll switch sides at 6.
So Ben comes out firing with that ball, and if you guys could tell, as soon as that ball was hit, when Zane went to block it, his paddle recoiled. As it came to him, he hit that so hard. Talk about heavy balls. Ben hits a very, very heavy ball. Almost seems to be speeding up as it's getting to you.
Man, that's an important miss for Zane, because if he gets that was a very passable short return. 3-0, just, again, get that 0 off the board on your first serve here.
Wow, those
You leave
those
that, Dave?
hands.
Nope.
No, I don't. I don't expect him to have touched it either. I'd have been like, all right, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I wouldn't have is because I didn't ever think it was coming in the first place.
Two, 2-1, Ben Johns serving.
A big yell, yes, here after. I mean, this is a great return. Very deep. Again, sometimes you just have to say great shot.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's so hard to think you've hit 4 clean passing shots
Yeah, right.
and then have to hit the 5th one. Oh, look at the stars in the stands. And when you're out of breath a little bit to miss your serve after that exquisite point he played before that is tough.
Ooh, nice little firefight there.
Love it. We'll applaud it. Gets away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, do not bring Ben to the net.
I mean, if it was 100 degrees and every step mattered, that's even hard to imagine that's a good idea.
Good leave by Navratil. Thanks, everybody at home. Four-3 here in Game 3 of our Gold medal match, men's pro singles.
Again, anticipation.
Him thinking Ben was going to come over, but
Right.
Ben just reading last minute.
And he gives him himself a chance to go either direction, and that was an underrated great shot there.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
We're saying Zane's
he's
going
out.
out.
He's out. He's
Yeah.
left the stadium. He's out the gate.
Look at this.
I
Put that
mean.
fist in the air, Ben. There it goes. I mean,
He goes, "Can you get this guy out of my way?"
we have one of the widest courts ever here too, and he's smiling.
And of course, we're in game 3, so we're switching ends here at 6, which Ben Johns has got to first, but they do have sort of a mini timeout that they can take a little break as we switch ends here. Navratil is taking that, has a seat over there against the APP banner, getting a little drink. This was a good unofficial timeout that
No
he needed
doubt.
after that,
Oh,
that
for
last
sure.
It's like
point.
I mean, you don't like to lose a point, but if you're going to lose one of that length and caliber, okay, I get to wander over a little meandering route to.
Unfortunately, he ended up on that
Yes, on
side
their heads.
instead of there.
And I think everybody goes, boy, that last ball that Ben hit, he had the wide open court and he's ready. He knew Zane might get that back and did not quit on it. As simple as that last ball was. This is pickleball. The ball's coming back.
All right, 6-3.
Oh. Again, you go body up on Ben. You try.
I mean, I love the shot selection against literally everybody but Ben.
7-3, John serving here in game 3.
Oh.
Great anticipation by
Mhm.
Navratil covering that.
Using every bit of that Ben Johns paddle. What? Yeah.
So- you got something?
Yeah.
Something coming from the truck?
The truck. Give me a minute. Oh.
Body shot.
Ben using every inch of that paddle to get that lob. But I'm hearing from the truck that Zane is actually working with Franklin on his signature paddle, but for the time being, he is using the Ben Johns model, which, I mean, you can't go wrong with for the time being, but he is working with Franklin on his own signature paddle.
And
very exciting.
That'll
for
be
those
fun
of you
to see.
that don't know, Ben's degree is in engineering that he's working on, and this is a guy that loves to work on paddles and is very, very knowledgeable in that area. So you're dealing with a very well-researched, excellent paddle. And although it's probably weird to look down and go, wait, that's the guy on the other side when you're about to serve. You know, it's a great source of information for him as part of the Franklin team to get into Ben's mind as it relates to paddle. That's for sure.
So, yes, I will give you guys an update. Women's senior pro singles, Julie Johnson, local Delray player, comes out on top over Charles Chisholm, 11-6, 13-11. Congratulations, Julie.
Congrats, ladies.
Oh.
That's two local winners because Murcha, who won the senior men's singles, is from this area as
and
well.
guess what?
And so is Simone, for that matter.
And guess what? Merch and Julie are
Our
partners.
partners.
So
Fantastic.
See you on Sunday.
Oh, that reach. That reach. So that was for you, Courtney, answering your question.
Zane's got to go.
Mm-hmm.
8-3. John serving to Navratil here in game 3 as we're wrapping up singles day with our men's gold medal match. Oh, just catches that line. Zane was watching it, but he was so far off the left side of the court. Look at him watch it.
Yeah.
It's
Oops,
inside.
nope.
Inside the line. Zane's like, one of these times he's going down the line.
It might not be today, though.
9-3. Ben Johns
Oh,
1
no.
point away now
Mhm.
from a gold medal here on his first day, singles day here at the Delray Beach Pickleball Open.
Birthday gold.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The ball is in your hand. There's
Yep.
no rule that says you have to give it back.
Live to fight another point. Here we
Just
go,
gotta
Zane.
win.
.310. Navratil's got a bit of work to do, but 1 point at a time, as they say.
Yep.
Great serve there from Zane, obviously, and caused Ben to hit a short return, and that's what Zane is looking for.
And you ask, well, why is Ben ready on all of these tough volleys? Because he centers his body, split steps, which means he gets himself both on balance with his feet ready, and then he's able to lunge either way. It's textbook, and at that point was a perfect example.
Match point here for Ben John. Ooh.
Oh, Ben looked up before he hit it.
Mm-hmm.
So looking where the ball was going before he hit it and just missed it. He was there.
.410.
Tagged again.
Mm-hmm. All right. Potential gold medal serve here. 10-4 for Ben Johns. And there it is. All right. With that nice little forehand flick cross court there. Ben Johns is our pro men's singles gold medal winner. Huge congrats, of course, to Zane Navratil for a well-fought silver medal. Big congrats to both of them. We are going to take a quick break. I think probably Ben and Zane are going to do a quick on-court interview here at the venue, but we're going to take a quick sponsor break, and then Dominic is going to be in the studio with our gold medal birthday boy, Ben Johns. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been a pleasure having you with us all day long. Hopefully you have enjoyed all the streaming. Again, we are off tomorrow. No streaming tomorrow on Friday, but we'll be back Saturday morning for gender doubles, so don't go anywhere, guys. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with Ben Johns. Don't go anywhere, guys.
There we go.
I think it's 120 milligrams. Let me check on that really quick.
It's 125.
Oh, it's 125 milligrams.
UPS or FedEx for this one?
FedEx, they deliver on Saturday. It's 3 minutes on high. It's pound, then the number. Orange evokes energy and vitality. Black shows soft.
How does he know all this stuff?
Strength.
That's always right.
Yellow shows unknowns, things that are unclear. We need to dive into the yellow more.
We're all pretty obsessed with pickleball. We want to grow pickleball into all areas of the country.
When you're in person, they can actually see you and they can analyze what you're doing wrong and, correct it right on the spot.
We do a pre-video and a post-video so that you can actually see yourself
Practicing something and putting it into action. It's just internally very rewarding. It's money well spent, and if you want to get better, you have to do this.
Practice makes perfect, right? My name is Morgan Evans, and I have to tell you that practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes progress. That's why we've created Coach Me Pickleball. At Coach Me Pickleball, you'll find an extensive and growing library of lessons on topics covering every aspect of pickleball for every level of player. For one small monthly fee, you'll get access to every video in our library, with new content added every month. Check out CoachMePickleball.com to sign up for a free 7-day membership.
For over 40 years, Papico Sports Surfaces has been providing expert service and supplies for any court surface, from resurfacing to building from the ground up.
The growth of pickleball is doubling every year.
Court equipment for private residences, court seating, and court maintenance from tennis, basketball, tracks, and now pickleball.
We're actually doing indoor, private, public facilities. There's really no limit to what people are converting now.
Official court surface of the APP Delray Beach Pickleball Open. PapicoSportsSurfaces.com.
All right, guys, I am finishing up in the studio with none other than Ben Johns. Congratulations, buddy, on your gold medal.
Thank you very much. Feels good.
Yeah. On your birthday, you get a gold medal. Going against Zane again, he gets a game from you, okay? After he gets that game from you, what are you thinking? What are you going to change? Are you going to change anything?
Yeah, well, honestly, the answer to that is no, just because you kind of got to realize in this double elimination format, and track classic pickleball format, that when you come from the winner's bracket and, Zane played more recently than me, generally the person that won the winner's final is going to come out a little slower.
Yeah.
Not just because maybe they're more tight or whatever, but also just because the person coming from the losers has less to lose, right? They're going to go for more shots, and sometimes they're going to make those shots. He had a lot of great shots first game, scored like 6 points in a row. He got very streaky. So, no, you don't want to change your game plan just based on that one game. Actually, last time I played him when he came out of the winner's bracket, back to the winner's bracket, that he also got the first game, and then I won the next two. So it's a pattern for sure, and it's not just him, it's other players too. So you just got to kind of know that your game is, be confident in your game. Don't try to change stuff immediately. You're doing fine. You got here for a reason, so, keep doing what you're doing.
Now, Zane kept trying to. It was so funny. We kept saying, we're like, Zane, Ben's not going down the line when you pull him wide like that. He keeps going hard cross again. And Zane kept guessing line. You kept going cross.
Right.
And we're like, Zane, you got to figure this out once in a while.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is you see that, don't you?
I mean,
you almost are peripherally seeing him where he's going.
So for sure, peripheral is one thing, but sometimes you commit to your shot and, they're going to guess right. I played Tyson a lot too, and he started to actually guess the cross court more. So depending on who you're playing and what their patterns are, you got to recognize which shots are going to be more effective. And once he started covering that, which I expected him to kind of soon, then I might be switching it up and showing line. But until that happens, I'm going to keep hitting what works for me.
Yeah, and what is it so imposing about you too is that you're a big figure there, and you get big when you come up to the kitchen. And so it's, you know, we notice it from you. We notice it. Johnson Cola does the same thing. He gets there and gets big, and it cuts off those angles. Is it something you're trying to do when you get to the kitchen?
Yeah, I think what you mean by that, by kind of getting big or getting long, and what people see on film and in person, what seems like being long is sometimes it is just a long player, but I wouldn't consider myself extraordinarily physically long. It's a combination of anticipation, court coverage, and then actually just hitting the ball at full extension. You know, you got to be comfortable hitting on the full stretch.
Yeah.
And that's a really important skill and something that definitely takes practice.
Yeah, and then you saw Zane try and body you a couple times. And again, and we were saying that too, it's like in singles, trying to go body sometimes works. But your hands, Ben, it's so good, and it's tough, you know, trying to get that kind of shot on you. But like you're saying, the anticipation, and we mentioned that too in the live stream, is that your anticipation is better than anyone's. And, you know, it's very hard to get you off-footed. And Zane may have done it once or twice today, but, you know, it's going to happen every once in a while. But, you know, you're one of the best at it. I appreciate you. I tell everybody the story that, you know, we started playing and I started with you. So it's awesome to see, and I love seeing you out here, and it's a pleasure. And last but not least, happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, Dom. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you to Franklin. Thank you to Jigsaw, and thanks for Zane making it to the final. Love to see it. Great competitor. Thanks everybody for watching too.
Awesome. Well, guys, we are signing off for the day. Nothing tomorrow, amateur mixed doubles, and we'll be back on Saturday with men's and women's pro doubles. Don't miss anything. Thank you guys for tuning in. Ben, thank you so much. Happy birthday to Ben. We'll see you guys on Saturday.